What is going on, my Extreme Team? Johnny Boy back for another episode of our Pokemon Sapphire Randomizer Nuzlocke here on the channel. Thank you so much for the support in the previous episode, you guys. The first episode of this new series that we're having over here on Master JRX. Thank you for 8 likes, by the way. I had no idea that was coming. We've only got 22 subscribers. Thank you to everyone who subscribed as well. I know that 3 people subscribed, so thank you so much. If you're watching this and you haven't subscribed to this channel, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But we are going to go ahead and find out who you guys chose. Although, if you do go back and watch the first episode, it's a bit of a landslide. To be fair, I think this is the first time this has ever happened, because out of our choices, we'll go ahead and remind ourselves. We got Azumarill here in the middle as one of our randomized choices. We've got Oddish as well. Go ahead and click on those so you guys can see them there. Azumarill, Oddish, and we also had Glalie here. And this is the first time where it's ever been a landslide for just one Pokemon, and that one Pokemon, if you guys voted, you guys are gonna know now that it was indeed Glalie. I would build it up a little bit more, but if you guys know that you voted for Glalie, you'll know that it's Glalie. Now, one thing I didn't mention in the previous episode, the first episode, is that I've randomized the movesets, and I've given each Pokemon 4 moves. So this Glalie will actually have 4 moves from the get-go, but they'll be completely randomized. Now, this Poochyena or is it Poochyena? Yes, Poochyena that we're going against here will also have a randomized moveset. So it will have 4 moves and it will be completely randomized, which makes the game even harder. However, it does benefit us as well, because Glalie could have some amazing moves. Now, if you guys have seen past Let's Plays that I've done, I'm not really lucky when it comes to randomized moves. So let's see what goes on. Let's see what happens. Let's see what moves this Glalie got. I've never used Glalie before. Let's go ahead and get into this battle. Let's see what we've got here with this Glalie. Hopefully, we've got a decent moveset against this Poochyena, because I do not want to lose right here. Although I can't really lose right here, because I haven't explained the Nuzlocke rules yet, because the Nuzlocke doesn't start until we get Pokeballs. And look at that for a moveset! I just said that I'm not very good when it comes to luck. Oh my god, we've got 2 moves here which are gonna miss a lot, but we have got Ice Beam, we've got Stab, Ice Beam, and we've also got Haze, which I think gets rid of status conditions. Now, I'm just gonna go straight up for an Ice Beam, because obviously it's the, you know, the #1 thing. I should have gone for a Sheer Cold for the first battle, but look at that. Taking out the Poochyena. I think that's the first time I've ever one-shotted that Poochyena as well, which is really nice. What a great start to the Let's Play. We got ourselves a Glalie. I've never used a Glalie before. Glalie should be on the layout that we've got here. And that's amazing. That's an amazing start. What a great start. But yeah, I will go ahead and explain the Nuzlocke rules when we get there. Nuzlockes do not start until you get Pokeballs. We haven't received Pokeballs yet, so there's no real point in explaining the Nuzlocke rules. We can do whatever we want from this point. At this moment, it is a regular Let's Play, but as soon as we receive those Pokeballs, then obviously it becomes a Nuzlocke. But we finally got the Glalie from Professor Birch. I'm going to do what I normally do, and I'm going to name it after you guys. Obviously, as this is a young channel at the moment, we're not going to be getting as many comments as we normally get. So I'm probably going to run out of people to name Pokemon after, unless, you know, Pokemon don't die, which is kind of what we're going for here. But I'm going to name this after someone who commented on the previous episode, Noah Niblink. I don't know if I said that right. Noah Niblink. I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, let me know in the comments. But I'm going to go ahead and name this Noah. I think you were actually the first person to comment, so I'll go ahead and name this Glalie after Noah. You are our starter, and hopefully Glalie has a long and powerful life here in this Let's Play. I hope so. I don't think we get Pokeballs just yet. We have to take on May, so it doesn't really matter what happens from now on. We can actually get some training on Glalie as we make our way towards May, and then after that, that's when we get the Pokeballs, and that's when the Nuzlocke is going to start. I'm just going to go ahead and cross out Noah, because I don't want to have to name two Pokemon after the same person, because that would be really awkward. But we are going to be starting our journey, guys. We're going to be starting our journey now. This is Route 101, so we're going to get all randomized encounters. The only thing is, all of these encounters are going to have randomized movesets, which makes them even more dangerous. Let's see what the first randomized encounter of this series is. I'm running from this. I'm running for this. Unless it's... Oh, God. What if it has that ability that makes us stay? Please don't have that. And he's got Shadow Tag. So we have to take this thing on. And if this thing has counter, I'm going to be so annoyed right now. Hopefully an Ice Beam will take it out. Although it isn't a Nuzlocke yet. It isn't a Nuzlocke. I did just forget. So... if that thing would have taken us out, it wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have been the end of the Nuzlocke, but it would have been annoying. I hate running into Wobbuffet, so that's going to be awkward when we come to get our first encounter. I'm not going to heal up at the Pokemon Center because I normally am quite, I'm normally quite OCD like that. If you guys have never watched a Let's Play by me before, I'm normally quite OCD. I normally go to the Pokemon Center all the time. Even if I've just used one move and I haven't lost any HP or there's no status condition, I always go to the Pokemon Center. I don't know what it is, just the OCD inside me. Anyway, we've got a potion off this lovely lady or guy. I can never really realize if that's a lady or a guy, but hey, well, I guess we'll never know. But she's kind of like wearing like pink shoes, so I'm guessing that's a lady because I don't see a guy who's worn pink shoes before. Although, actually, no, I've got pink football boots. I'm gonna take that back. I've got pink football boots, so I'm just gonna take that back. Sableye, which is a decent encounter. Right now, this is not a Nuzlocke, but we're kind of scouting out what is in this grass, what we could possibly get later on. But this Ice Beam is putting in the finest of work, taking out everyone in one shot. I wasn't expecting to take out that Wobbuffet in one shot. It takes out the Sableye in one shot as well, which is kind of going to be difficult, actually, when it comes to catching our first Pokemon, because if we're taking out Pokemon in one shot, it's going to be hard to sort of whittle them down a bit. But so far, this Let's Play has been perfect. I hope it continues like this, because we've taken out everyone in one shot. We haven't lost any HP throughout this entire Let's Play, and now we're about to take on May. There's no point in doing tons of training. We might as well go ahead and take on May. Now, I don't know if she's going to have a randomized starter. I kind of hope not. I hope she has a Trico. That'd be great, because then we can just keep up this one-shot hype going. But she might indeed have a randomized starter. I'm not actually sure what she'll have. So let's go ahead and find out what she's got. It's our first trainer battle, our first rival battle of this adventure. And let's see what she's got. She's got a Torchic. Oh, God. Oh, we could lose right now. We could actually lose right now. Shall I go for a Sheer Cold? Because I have a feeling that we're going to end up losing this. Because obviously she's got randomized movesets, so she could have anything. She could have Flamethrower right now. She could have Fire Blast, which would probably take us out in one shot. So I don't know whether to just risk it and go for the Sheer Cold or go for an Ice Beam. I'm going to go for an Ice Beam because we're going to outspeed and we're an evolved Pokemon, so it might do some decent damage to this little Torchic. It doesn't. Please get the Freeze or something. Oh, she's got Camouflage. Does that change your... She's changed to a normal type. This should one-shot. This should one-shot now. He's no longer a fire type. That was a stupid move from that Torchic, and we take him out. Still not lost any HP throughout this Let's Play. It's going very well, I think. I think this is going extremely well. I'm very happy about this so far. Watch, as soon as it becomes a Nuzlocke, I bet this just goes straight downhill. But we've defeated May. We've defeated a fire-type Pokemon. That could have been a lot scarier. She could have had a really strong fire-type move, and that would have made this Let's Play really, really annoying, because I would have had to go back to the Pokemon Center. I almost said PC then. I would have had to go back to the Pokemon Center and heal up and take her on again. So I'm happy that we're able to take out that thing in just 2 hits. That was a stupid move. Who goes for a Camouflage when you're already super effective? I don't know what May was thinking there. That was terrible battles. That was really, really bad. May's not the best trainer anyway. She's nowhere near as good as Blue or Gary, or whoever you say it is in this game. But it is Blue. I'm pretty sure it's Blue. But anyway, we have taken on May. We've beaten her for the first time. Even if you don't beat May for the first time, he still says that you beat her on your first attempt. Even if you die and go back to the Pokemon Center, he still says that you beat her on her first attempt, so that's kind of a bit of a glitch, I guess. But anyway, we're going to get the Pokedex, and we're also going to get some Pokeballs here. I'm going to try and keep these episodes down to less than 20 minutes long, so what we'll go ahead and do is we'll try and get our first encounter in this episode, and then I might end up ending off the episode after that. But I hope you guys are excited about this series. Obviously, the episodes are spaced out a little bit more, but, you know, maybe that's more sort of, you know, consumable for you guys, so you have a lot more time to watch episodes. And as they're shorter as well, you guys will be able to definitely keep up with the series, because I know that when I've done series in the past, I might have done episodes that are sort of 20 minutes long, then 35 minutes long, then like 10 minutes long, and I've done them sort of every day. And so people kind of don't know how long episodes are, they don't know how much time they're going to have to leave, and sometimes they miss episodes, and I don't like it when people have to catch up with a series. So I think this is good. I think this is good, having shorter episodes, and then sort of spreading them out a little bit more. Hopefully this is a nice Let's Play for you guys, just chill out and watch anytime that you have free. But Mom's gonna wish us a happy adventure, and I hope we do have a happy adventure anyway, because we've just received Pokeballs, which means the Nuzlocke is now officially started. So this is where the scary stuff happens. Because if we lose Glalie, if we lose all of our Pokemon, it means that we lose the Nuzlocke. Now, before we start our adventure, before we go and get our first Pokemon, this is the point where I'm going to go ahead and explain the Nuzlocke rules if you guys haven't heard of them before. Basically, a Nuzlocke isn't too much of a different sort of variant to playing through a regular Pokemon game. There are just 3 rules that make it a little bit more hard, a little bit more difficult, a little bit more challenging, and interesting to watch as well. So the first rule of a Nuzlocke is, you guys are probably saying this along with me because you've heard me explain it so many times, every time you go into a brand new route like this one, Route 101, you will attempt to capture the first Pokemon that you run into. So we walk through this grass, we run into a Pokemon, the first Pokemon, we have to try and catch that Pokemon. If we kill that Pokemon by accident or we run away from it, we can't catch anything else for that route, which makes building a team a little bit more difficult. The second rule of a Nuzlocke: if a Pokemon faints, it is considered dead and must be placed into the PC box or released. Obviously, as I'm naming these after you guys, and obviously we want to look back at our fallen comrades. I'm going to place all of the Pokemon that die into the box. And the third rule of a Nuzlocke, which is actually the second rule, but I kind of like to say it last because it makes the middle rule, the other rule sort of significant, is you must nickname every single Pokemon. As you guys saw that I nicknamed our Glalie after Noah. So it just basically builds up the bond that the trainer has with the Pokemon so that when we lose them, it's just more sort of emotional, and it really sucks, especially as I'm naming them after you guys. Anyway, those are the rules of the Nuzlocke. If you want me to explain them again, sort of go into more clarity, but hopefully you guys can understand that. We are going to continue with the Nuzlocke anyway. We're actually going to start the Nuzlocke right here. We're going to pick up our first Pokemon of the Nuzlocke. This is Route 101, which means we can catch a Pokemon here. Now, hopefully we don't run into any Wobbuffets, because I don't really want a Wobbuffet on the team, although I'll still use it if we do run into one. But let's go ahead and see what our first encounter for this Nuzlocke is. Hopefully it's something good. Hopefully it's something awesome. And it's a Mightyena. Now, normally you can run into Poochyenas on this route, but we've run into a Mightyena, which is awesome. Now, I don't know if... there's 2 things that are going through my mind right now. Are we going to one-shot this thing with an Ice Beam? We'll definitely one-shot it with a Hype Beam. We'll definitely one-shot it with a Sheer Cold because it's a one-hit KO move. Haze isn't going to do anything, so Ice Beam is one of our only options. Now, Mightyena is going to have a randomized moveset, so he's a lot more dangerous than he normally would be. Because he could have Crunch, he could have Stomp, he could have some scary-ass normal type moves, scary-ass dark type moves. So I don't know what to do here. I don't know whether to risk an Ice Beam. If we do go for an Ice Beam, it's either going to take him out or it's going to take him down to just like a really low HP, which would be really nice. What I'm going to do is I'm going to scout out what moves he has. I'm just going to go for a Pokeball right off the bat. Now, this might not catch him. It probably won't catch him, to be fair. But I just want to see... No. That's not going to catch him. Okay, let's see what he's got. He's got Signal Beam, which shouldn't do a lot to us because it's a bug-type move. I'm actually going to go for an Ice Beam here because I don't want to risk losing Noah straight away, because that would suck if we lose the Nuzlocke on this first episode. So I'm going to go for an Ice Beam. We do outspeed, weirdly. Actually, no, we're level 6. So hopefully we don't take him out, and we do take him out, which sucks. So basically, it's kind of a good example, I guess. We can't add anything from this route to our team now. So that really does suck. Now, we're trying to learn Aurora Beam here. We already have Ice Beam. I know that Mist isn't a move that I'm going to use a lot, but we already have Ice Beam, so why would we have Aurora Beam? I'll go ahead and not have Aurora Beam, because I kind of like the idea of having Hype Beam. I kind of like the idea of having Sheer Cold as well. It's a really, really cool one-hit KO move, which might help us out in a pinch, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna actually go ahead and end off this episode here, you guys. So we've attempted to get our first capture, we've taken our main, we've got our first Pokemon. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. If you did enjoy, please go ahead and leave a like down below. Let's keep the hype for this series going. I'm gonna have a question of the day as well. The question of the day is gonna be, what's your favorite Pokemon? Just let me know in the comment section below what your favorite Pokemon is, and you'll have a chance to be named after a Pokemon later on in the series once we start catching more Pokemon. I hope you guys have indeed enjoyed this episode. Make sure you leave a like, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Johnny Boy94, you guys, the Extreme Team, and I am out.